everybody, welcome inside the Rockwall Sports Center Yellow Jacket Update. I guess we officially say the Sports Center of the two-time defending 11-6A district champion Yellow Jacket. I'm Chris Curtis, joined by the voice of the Jackets, Billy Clinton. We're joined again by Coach Rodney Webb and the man of the hour on Friday night, Thomas Morning. Guys, thanks for joining us. And I guess we can start with the big question of the day. Two-time undefeated 11-6A champions. You guys are the Kings. How's that feel?
You know, it just feels great. You know, you're kind of on top of the world, you know. It's like satisfying to know that 2 years in a row you just swept through the district.
Coach?
Well, it does. It feels really good. You know, the way our season started this year, I'm not sure many people gave us a chance to reel off 7 in a row, but we've really come together as a team and gotten better each week and really capped it off very satisfying fashion on Friday night.
You guys are definitely Kings 11-6A after a 44-34 victory on Friday against Garland, a team you guys beat last year, and the final game of the season to win the district. But this year it was already said and done. So, Billy, you were there. You were calling the game. What went right for the Yellow Jackets on Friday night?
Well, we were there. We were busy swatting wasp in the booth, but in between that, we would call the game. But everything looked good for the Yellow Jackets. And I know Coach Webb was in a tough spot about how much time that the starters should play, and once Rockwall got a pretty big lead at halftime. Second half was pretty nice to see some other players come in and get some playing time. And then when we need the big play, go ahead and send the starters back in. Tomba will take care of it, and then we'll take this one home. Mm-hmm. So it was a good ball game all around, I believe.
Let's say, Tommy, this game was an 11-point lead for you guys in the fourth quarter. It was kind of getting a little uneasy right there, but you made the big pick 6 for 49 yards. Kind of talk about that play and how it turned out.
They were throwing it to my side the whole drive, and I was watching number 2 receiver, and I saw him curl up, and so I drove on it, and I was just able to read the route perfectly, pick it off, and take it to the house.
What was said to you after the touchdown? What was being said on that sideline? You guys kind of feel a little relief?
Yeah, it's just a sigh of relief. You know, the rest of the starters can sit back down, and we can finish off the game. Absolutely.
Coach, what did you tell your team after this win? Like you said, you reeled off 7 wins in a row, district champions back-to-back years. You haven't lost a district game in 3 years. Kind of talk about what this meant to you, and now that you're now 7-3, kind of satisfaction for you guys.
Well, one of the things that struck me when the game was over is that there was no wild, crazy celebration because, as I told the team, one of the really cool things about this team is they expect to win. And it was almost a matter of just going out and taking care of business. And, you know, when you have a team that has confidence, when you win a game, a lot of times there's not that crazy excitement that you would expect just because, you know, we fully expect to take care of business, and we did.
I don't want to call out Billy's age here, but 1972 was the last time the Yellow Jackets went back-to-back in district.
Billy was
I was 24 years old, yeah. I was 24.
Years young right there. But that's a long time for Yellow Jacket football. Billy, kind of talk about, you've been around the Yellow Jackets a long time, kind of talk about what this means for this program and even going forward.
Yeah, I've been around the Jackets for about, let's say about 22 years, and my time here, and I know many people, and my wife included, my father-in-law that have grown up here and been here for their whole lives, that very rare to have something like this. I know Rockwall has had some seasons where they've had really good seasons, you know, state championship in 63, making an appearance in 72 and 87, those kind of things, but to put seasons together like this consistently is a rarity in Rockwall football. So, as you mentioned, you know, was it 43 years ago that last time you get back-to-back district championships is just a great thing to put on the mantle and to be proud of.
Tom, what does this mean for you? Your class is kind of the catalyst. I know last year's class kind of set the bar. You guys are raising it even further. Kind of talk about what this means for this program. You being a senior, you're kind of setting that bar now where winning is expected.
Mm-hmm. You know, it just feels good to be part of, you know, Rockwall history. You know, your class just kind of changed the atmosphere of the whole town, not just the football program, but your class kind of set the bar, set that expectation for years to come. Just success all around.
Let's get to the fun part. This Friday night, 7:30. Hopefully we'll have a packed house. It's a home game. Very rare at 6A this year. We have the district winner against the home game. So you guys will be facing Copperas Cove, a team that you faced last year and handled pretty easily. So kind of talk about this year. Once again, same opponent. They're going to come at you hard here at home. Kind of talk about, we'll start with you, Coach, first. Talk about Copperas Cove, what they bring to the table, and how you plan to go about business.
Well, this is actually the 5th time that my team has played Copperas Cove in by district. The second time at Rockwall, 3 times when I was at Mesquite Horn. And one thing for sure is that every single time we've played them, it's been an exciting game, regardless who the favorite was going into it. The game never really went as it was totally expected to go. So we expect it's going to be a really close, really exciting game. The record this year is 3-7. It's a little bit misleading. They played a brutal non-district schedule. They played some close games but couldn't win. They had a little injury bug early in district that set them off a little bit, but they've come back and they finished the season really strong. So we expect they're going to show up with guns blazing and give us all we want. But at the same time, we are healthy and confident and playing our best football right now. So we're going to take the field Friday night fully expecting to win.
All right, I want to go back a couple years. I want to talk about, with Tamba here. We have him on the set. A couple years ago, the lateral play against Tyler Lee. You're the one that gets the final lateral and scores. What was that like? Because you got some pub. You got to get on ESPN a little bit and a few other stations, Whataburger Play of the Week on the Hanson deal. So talk about what that was like.
It was exciting to wake up in the morning and turn on the TV, and there you are on ESPN, top plays. But, yeah, Xavier cut back field, and when he tossed it to me, it was kind of a blur. I just started making cuts, and next thing I knew, I was in the end zone. I couldn't even hear anything. Crowd was going so loud. It was great.
Yeah, I feel like that play kind of started Rockwall in that getting the recognition that they're getting now. They were winning at that point, but of course that play gets them a little bit more pub, and so people start paying attention. And of course, since then, it's been a pretty nice run.
Yeah, it has.
Tom, kind of talk about this identity of this team last year was the offense. So many weapons. You still have that identity this year, but this year there's more love on the defensive side of the ball. You guys are making big stops at big times. Kind of talk about the transition from last year to this year on this defense and what's working for you guys.
Last year we had our explosive offense. We could score whenever we could drive down the field and however long we wanted to. We could still do that this year, but the difference with our defense this year is that everybody runs hard to the ball. Everybody makes the hit. Everybody wraps up in tackles. Everybody tries to rip out the ball. And we're just, more, of a family, We're always there for each other. You never put each other down. We're just all about the team.
And, Coach, talk about that defense a little bit, too, and how I feel like this team is different from the other three. Not that the defenses didn't make huge plays before, but this seems to be the best defense you've had since you've been here. And that's what you need to make a long playoff run, isn't it?
Well, it really is because, as the deeper you get in the playoffs, obviously, you're going to face better and better offenses, and then we're going to come up on some teams down the road that we're not going to be able to score at will against. So definitely important to be able to play good defense. And, I think, like Thomas said, really the improvement this year is it's been a team effort. It's been, everybody rallying to the ball, having a better idea of assignments, having a better idea of what they're doing, what they're supposed to do in each play, and then running like crazy to the football and then having a really, really bad attitude when they get to the ball carrier.
Yeah, and Samba gets a lot of credit for the interceptions, but you put a few pops on people too. And that's pretty fun to watch also.
Love doing that.
Hopefully more pops on Friday night, of course. Friday's going to be a busy day for Rockwall Athletics. We're keeping Billy really busy on Friday. 1 o'clock, the Lady Jackets will play at the American Airlines, so that'll be a fun game, fun experience for them. Then we turn around right back here, 7:30 at home on Friday night, as it's these Rockwall Yellow Jackets, the 11-6A Kings, pretty much. They will take on Copperas Cove for the bi-district championship.
You got a midnight game we could do too?
We could throw. I think the boys want to basketball want to play some at midnight, probably a little midnight madness going on. But I guess any final thoughts? We'll start with you, Coach. Friday night, I know you want to get the crowd loud and get them all out there and sell that place out.
Yeah, we want to sell the home side out. I think the weather's supposed to be great. There's never a better time to come to a Rockwall Yellow Jacket football game. It's a playoff game. It's at home. We have a great bunch of kids. We're an exciting team to watch. So we would love to see the Wilk, as we call it, sold out on Friday night.
Tom, how about you? You want to see that place back?
I want everybody to come out and support us. We're working hard. We're trying to get to state, and it would be great if y'all came out. First home playoff game ever. It'd be really great if y'all came out and support us.
And of course, it's an exciting team to watch. They're all fired up. They're playing their best football right now. It's the best time to play football right now. They're on all high cylinders right now. Billy, final thoughts as far as the Yellow Jackets go for Friday night?
Well, I want to not have to make Thanksgiving plans. I want to just, we plan through Thanksgiving. I don't want to worry about that. Okay, so you just keep playing. We'll, worry about Thanksgiving as it comes. And
can I come to your house Thanksgiving
dude,
Day?
you're
really?
more than welcome. You're more than welcome. You don't mind frozen dinners, do you? Okay, good. But anyway, but yeah, I'm expecting this team is exciting. I love the way they've gotten better each week and peaking right now. And I can't wait to see what happens here in the playoffs, especially starting Friday night, because it looks like we're going to have the same pattern somewhat for the first couple of weeks as we go along. Is the next game, if Rockwall does get past Copperas Cove, then you have a Jesuit versus Horn ball game there, and you play the winner there. So I know Copperas Cove we got to take care of first, but last year that Jesuit team was pretty good too, and we already saw what Horn can do.
And of course, we want to thank our friends over at Rockwall Sports Center for sponsoring this, and the Hooks family. They're always busy over there. They always appreciate your love. And if you want to go over there and use the code word PIG6 in honor of this guy from Friday night, you can get a buy one, get one half off over at Rockwall Sports Center.
And congratulate KR on the new kiddo.
There we go. Congratulations, KR. The Hooks over there. Great family over there running a great business. We appreciate them so, so much. But until next time, hopefully next Friday, we'll be right back here. Coach, you want to come along and listen this way?
Jacket fight never dies.
Jacket fight never dies.
See you guys. We'll see you next week.